Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. I apologize if there's background noise. My neighbor's decided to get out his sander and sand all of his cupboards today. So there you go. If you hear that, that's what he's up to. Today, we've had heavy metal. We've had punk yesterday, and today we got some blackened death in various forms. So I hope you're into that. I'm very much into blackened death. It's a nice thing. Death metal's cool as it is, but when you blacken it up even more, yeah. That's what I'm into as well. So get these on the channel. I think we got 3 similar vids today. These are the kind of moving album art vids. I don't mind those so much on the channel. We don't want static images, but we do prefer, live vids and where we can see the instruments and stuff like that. But the first band we've got today is a band called Subnuba. The track they've got is called Invocatus, and it's just the official audio. So we'll get it on the screen, see what this one's all about. Looks like some cool album art. Cool. Nice atmosphericness already. Here we go. Ripping drums. Dope. We've got different guitar parts going on in each ear, different tremmy riffs. That sounds nice, makes a really wide sound with the atmosphericness as well. Yeah, nice. It's got that blackened edge with the death as well. Dark. Yeah. Yeah, the 2 different guitar parts going on in each ear. Really, each ear's catching different stuff going on in the guitaring and in the riffage. It kind of makes a really wide sound because this is catching one thing and this is catching another. Pretty cool. Those drums, man, they're just ripping away. The drums sound nice. They're not super prominent in the mix like they can be for death metal, but that's what gives it that blackened edge. They're a bit more buried in the mix. The vocals a bit more buried in the mix. The guitar tone's a bit darker, not as prominent. So yeah, that's what gives it that nice blackened, darkened edge. Cool. Now this one's a high energy, just blasting all the way through, and I'm just noticing now that I can hear the bass nicely as well. Yeah, it sits more in the middle of the mix. It's got a different tone to the guitars, a bit more of a cleaner tone. It's almost got that kind of fretless bass sound to it, which I really like, especially in this kind of music. And again, we've got different stuff going on in each ear, so it's a lot for your kind of ear to catch on to in this music. Nice. Good energy to this one. It's just non-stop blazing energy, but with an undercurrent of atmosphericness and darkness. So there's that kind of double edge to it. Nice. That's a hell of a logo. I can't read it at all, but it looks cool. Oh, I can just make it out now. Yeah, it's cool though. Yeah, you can hear that bass nicely every so often. Sometimes you can't hear it as well as others, but every so often it cuts through the mix and you're like, oh, nice bit of bass. Cool. I say, it sounds almost like a fretless bass. I'm not 100% sure, but if not, this band, their sound would definitely suit a fretless bass as well. Fretless bass doesn't work with all bands, but with this kind of music, I think it would work quite nicely. Good track, good high quality music, nice black and death vibe to it, like I said. Good stuff. Good quality mix. Everything sounded good in that mix. As I say, we had loads of different guitar parts going on in each ear. The drums were just ripping all the way through. And then every now and again, the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo bass came through. And you're like, hey up, that sounds good as well. So yeah, very nice track. You can be pleased with that one. Right, we'll move on to the next band. As you can see, similar kind of videos today, but that's fine, no problem. This one is called Cerebral Desecration, which is a hell of a name, and they're further than the bottom. This is a lyric vid, so we'll see what these guys have got, but should be some nice black and death, hopefully. Now these guys are a bit more prominent in the mix than the last band, not quite as dark. More tone to the guitars, cutting through the mix with a bit more of a kind of crunchy vibe. The drums are a bit more prominent and reverby, but here we go. Yeah, nice ride sound. Yeah, these guys sound right straight off the bat. Good amount of reverb on the drums. Yeah, nice washy cymbals. Vocalist's got a nice tone. He's got the kind of tone you expect for this music. I'm not going to say he's super fresh, but he's got the right tone, and that's what matters. Yeah, good bit of vocal layering to thicken up the sound. I like the guitar tone as well. This one's a bit of a more, as I say, tonal guitar tone with the tone knob turned up, as that means. Less dark, less muffled, a bit more prominent in the mix, but it's beefy, you know. Chunky. Yeah, I like the washy cymbals a lot. You know, I always go on about washy cymbals, and they've done it well on this one. Creates a real backwash to the music. There's nothing else up in those frequencies in this music. Having those big washy cymbals just creates that nice backwash in the high frequencies. Yeah. Nice bit of bass coming through there as well. These bands, you know, they do that. They kind of, when they're breaking it down like this, you'll hear the bass do a nice run. Do 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 do. Just catches your ear nicely. I like it. Yeah, these kind of bands, like with the last band, there's always something catching your ear. Oh, the drums doing a bit here. Oh, the guitars are doing a bit there. The bass comes through, the vocals. So there's always something to listen to, which is what I like about this music. You know, it's not just riff, verse, chorus type stuff. There's stuff to kind of interest you and go, oh, what's going on there? What's going on there? Nice. Yeah. Good vocals. His tone's nice, it sits nice in the music. He's got the highs, he's got the gutturals. Working them in the right way to suit the music, to give the music the kind of dynamics it needs. That's what good vocalists do. yeah, going along with those riffs there on the highs. That's what you're meant to do. Nice guitar tone and general tone to this music. It's kind of fresh and new with that almost digital beefy sound, but at the same time it's not kind of overproduced to the point where it sounds like a 2020 band, you know, where it's just produced out the wazoo. This has got a nice mid 2000s, late 2000s kind of sound to it, but also with that new digital edge and clean production. So yeah, they've done a good job of kind of balancing out the two. There's lots of parts to this song. They've taken us in all sorts of directions. Fast parts, breakdowns, more kind of atmospheric parts. So yeah, they're running the whole gambit just in the one track. Very, very nice. I enjoyed that. Another high quality track. It was 5 minutes long. But yeah, that was another nice Black and Death. These guys are a bit more death on the kind of Black and Death scale. But yeah, just the right sound, just the right energy, and everyone did their parts right in the band to come together to the kind of high quality stuff that you expect from these bands, because all of these bands are high quality when your drumming's that good and your riffage is that good and the vocalist has to have a bunch of different areas of his throat that he can work out. You know, you're all high quality musicians at that point. So yeah, these bands are always high quality. And we'll get to the last band for today. This band is called Ire Uprise, and this one is called Ad Astra. And again, it's another official visualizer like the other two vids. I don't mind these vids so much. Usually when I'm watching vids on YouTube, I might watch a few minutes of the vid and then just kind of tab out and do other things. So it doesn't really matter what's on the screen. But in terms of us watching these vids on the channel, I want to give us something to listen to. I don't want you all just looking at my face the whole time, because it's, you know, not exactly an oil painting. And we want to see the instruments of the band. We want to see if they're doing a good live performance, whether they've spent any money on their video, what ideas they've had for their videos and things like that. So those are all, you know, extra dimensions to a band aside from just listening to their music that we can talk about and get into and, you know, compare and contrast. So we won't be doing too many more days that are just videos like these visualizers. In the future, I'm going to be asking more for kind of, you know, a full motion video, if you like, but I don't mind doing it now and again, especially when the bands are as good quality as we've got today. So let's listen to Ire Uprise and see what Ad Astra sounds like. Nice. These guys sound a bit more melodic, at least straight out the gate. But these guys again have got that blackened tone, a bit darker. It's not super tonal. Nice washy cymbals, reverby drums. You know, these are all the things we talk about in every video that I say I like. No. Just because I like it doesn't mean it's right, but when I hear it, I go, yeah, that sounds right. Nice. So yeah, these guys seem a bit more atmospheric, in a black and darkened way, a bit more kind of symphonic and melodic, but still with that depth, still with that energy. Breaking it up, fast parts, more chilled out parts, nice melodic guitar. Yeah. Nice. These guys have got a big sound, quite soundscapey, washes over you. Yeah. Lots going on actually. We've got some trumpets and all sorts in there. Yeah, it's a big sound on this band. Nice. Yeah. Lots of reverb on the toms, so when he does those tom hits, it's really boom. Sounds great. Good guitar tones in this. These again are a bit darker. But these are kind of a bit midway between the first two bands. The first band was very dark, the second band were a bit brighter, and then these are a bit kind of in between the two in terms of tone. With all the kind of synth stuff going on as well, just makes the sound really wide, atmospheric, thick and layered. Good stuff. The drumming's really good. The drummer, it's technical, it's not super technical, but what he is doing is a lot of mix-ups and a lot of fills and changing the kind of the speed of the beat just for short sections. Like here, he's bringing in the double bass, and then he'll do a fill, and then he'll take it out and do it. You know, he's changing it up, changing it up, changing it up. So I like that with a drummer, where they're always giving you just a fresh little kind of fill or a beat or a ting on the ride or a quick drum roll on the toms, just to make the music interesting, so that it's not just the same throughout that kind of riff. Mix it up, because you can make the same riff sound very, very different by just changing the drums on it. Again, that was a very nice track. I think you'll agree. We've had three high quality, pretty much in the same wheelhouse kind of tracks. As I say, it was a kind of Black and Death day today, and I think we came through with that. As I say, I only listened to a few seconds of these videos just to figure out, what kind of wheelhouse are these guys even in, and I bunched these three videos together, not only because they sounded pretty similar, but because they had a similar kind of video as well. I thought, we'll get them all on the same day. But yeah, I'm happy with how that came together in the end. Three nice, I would still say Black and Death bands, but different, three different ones, three different levels, not three different levels of quality or anything. They were all very high quality, but we had the first band who I would say were very blackened, on the scale of blackened to death, they were kind of here. The next band were a bit more death, and then this third band was somewhere in the middle. So yeah, very nice spectrum of the bands of Black and Death and of what they can sound like, and heading in each direction to see what each direction sounds a bit more like. So yeah, pleased with that. Good day, I would say. So I hope you enjoyed that. I think tomorrow it's going to be a rock day on the channel. So we've had a different day every week. We've had super heavy blow your socks off day. We've had a bit of punk yesterday, so with your Doc Martens on. Today we got some Black and Death, and then tomorrow we'll have a bit of rock. So, can't argue with that, can you? We're trying to fill in the spectrum of all the different metal that you can get in and heavy music that you can get out there. And then God knows what we'll have after that. Probably, I think we've got some experimental coming up as well, thinking about it. Some bands that you might have a hard time wrapping your head around looking at it. These guys are real experimental kind of, off-kilter stuff, so keep an eye out for that one later on in the week. But I hope you enjoyed that, guys. That's going to be it for today. See you around. Bye.